I have a question for the Collegium, the concept of Collegium, and how it appoints its judges. A very interesting data came in front of me, and I want to share that with you. But before I do that, a small request to all of you to please like this video. I have just 3 or 4 slides that tell you a story, and at the end of it, you will start asking the same questions that I am asking. Number one, does the Collegium have one set of rules for some and another set of rules for the others? Take a look at this. So this is an appointment order on the selection of Sree 𝗤𝗃𝗍𝗍 𝗂𝘂𝘁 advocate for the appointment as a judge of the High Court of Delhi on the following terms. It says that, and when you see who signed it, you will know what I'm talking about. October 25th, the then Chief Justice of High Court of Delhi, in consultation with his 2 senior-most colleagues, made this recommendation. So for selection of a judge into the High Court, the High Court's Chief Justice and 2 senior judges have to evaluate the candidates and make the recommendation. And it says here that on our sole consultee judge is of the view that the candidate is a domain specialist and has practiced mainly in the field of arbitration, blah, 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 blah. So just justifying why he is being selected. Look at this. This is the most important paragraph in my opinion, especially the last line in the first paragraph. As far as observation of Department of Justice regarding the age of candidate is concerned, age of the candidate, we are of the view that the candidate fulfills the threshold age criterion of 45 years as on the date of recommendation by the Collegium of the High Court. So my understanding of this line is that you need to be minimum 45 years of age before you can be recommended as a High Court. Easy, clear with me so far? Yes? Okay. Then it goes on to say he's a domain expert, blah, 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 blah. It also goes on, next page. It goes on to say that he has a net professional income of 709.69 lakhs in the last 5 years. He has substantial practice, blah, blah. But look at who signed it. It was signed by the outgoing CJI, Dhananjay Y. Chandrachud, the current CJI, Sanjeev Khanna, and 𝗣𝗚𝗃𝗍𝗆, another judge. So these are the 3 senior most judges in Supreme Court. So what is the threshold age for becoming or being appointed as a High Court? 45 years. Now take a look at this one. This is Mr. D.Y. Chandrachud. He was born on November 11th, 1959. 1959. Look at when he became a permanent judge of Bombay High Court, March 29th, 2000. So in order for the recommendation, he would have been suggested a few months before that, right? We saw that in the case of the other judge. So he was barely 40 years of age when his name was recommended for appointment as a High Court judge in the Bombay High Court. Wait a minute, isn't 45 years the threshold? Then how come D.Y. Chandrachud is being appointed at the age of 40? Oh, then you can ask this question. Wait a minute, now don't run. Collegium was not in place in 2000. Not so fast. Collegium was formed in 1993. The Collegium system is not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution, but it evolved through judicial interpretation over time. The system is based on 3 landmark cases known as the 3 judges case. The 1993 second judges case established the Collegium system and made the Collegium's recommendations binding on the government. So now tell me guys, if you are the son of an ex-CJI, the 45-year-old threshold doesn't matter? I'm just asking you a question. Now, play this thing a little bit more. If he had not become a High Court judge at that age, would he have become the Chief Justice? Is this appointment denying somebody else their due right as a Chief Justice? All questions that I want to know, for which I'm sure nobody is going to answer, including the honorable judges in the Supreme Court, because they know that there is something wrong here. This is how the government runs, unfortunately, and rightly or wrongly, somebody has said that the collegium system and the Supreme Court's insistence that that is how we shall select our judges is indeed the tyranny of the unelected. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.